standing underneath a yew tree, why do you feel like you're somewhere else? Why does it feel like you've stepped through some kind of veil into something that you can't explain, but you can feel it because it's tangible, it's real, and it's there, you know? Why does this place make me feel the way it does? And then finding out loads and loads of reasons. Well, there you go. There are reasons why. So same with the yew tree, and the obvious thing is the timelessness element is because it's seen everything come and go for 200 million years. The yew, Paleotaxus rediviva, in the fossil record goes back 201 million years, and it was found in the limestone of modern Germany. We know that a natural life for a yew can become exceptionally ancient and reach 1500 years for sure, and perhaps 2 millennia, even centuries more than that. There's a collective consciousness about yew trees. There must be, you know? So when you're standing with an individual yew, you're also experiencing the collective consciousness of all yew trees upon the planet. So that's why it feels weird and strange and different, and you can lose yourself. Because you are in a different space. You're somewhere else. It's something else. It's not a tree, it's not a plant by, this classification about biologists that want it to be placed in between plants and trees in a class of its own. Well, if that doesn't prove the uniqueness which all of our ancestors picked up on, why is the tree of the world tree or the tree of life? In other words, that's the tree. What were they picking up on, which science can now confirm is absolutely true? How were they picking it up? How can we say that? Telepathically, perhaps even, or but they were picking something up about it beyond our five senses. And now science has shown that, there it is, it does exist. So if you're involved with a consciousness like that, wow. Is that what you're meeting underneath the yew tree? Divine consciousness? Well, that's what you are experiencing. All the cultures can't be wrong when it comes to that, and over such a consistent period of time as well. So if you want to tick all the boxes about what makes a myth and a legend and all the rest of it, well, the yew ticks all those boxes as well culturally. So it's not just the biological side of it, it's the cultural side of it, the metaphysical side of it. So when we're going and experiencing the yew tree, we're thinking of the biology, but whether we like it or not, we're having a metaphysical experience because of what's whirring around electromagnetically or this or that or the other, because that's the consciousness of the tree. It's not in the wood, it's not in the branches, it's not in the arrows or the seeds. It's what's around, it's what the aura of the tree, if you like. You know what I mean? Electromagnetic fields, because we understand that now. So it puts us in our place, if you like, about when we spend time with that consciousness. What does it do to us? What how do people describe the experience? In lots of different ways. Mainly, it's healing. It's usually a beautiful, benevolent feeling, like you've had a blessed experience or something like that. It just feels special, which is a nice thing in this world, to have something in nature where you experience a specialness without being told that you have to. And it doesn't have to be an ancient yew neither. It can be a tree planted 20 years ago in a pot. It's still part of the same network of yew consciousness, whether or not it's that young or it's 2,000 years old. This is what a yew tree actually looks like, which has been left alone to fulfill itself as nature intends. And this is one of the few examples left in the world. But there are lots of trees all over Scotland which, if they in turn are left alone to fulfill themselves, then in the centuries to come there'll be more and more of yew trees which look like this, like they're supposed to. Scotland's yew tree heritage is of global, botanical, cultural, mythical, legendary importance.
Hello everyone, I'm Paul Greenwood.
And hello, I'm Bryony Smith.
And we'd like to talk to you today about SYTHI. That's Scotland's Yew Tree Heritage Initiative. And it's a project we've set up because we're anxious to ensure the protection of what is a unique and irreplaceable yew tree heritage of Scotland, which is currently at risk.
Yet few of these yews have anything like their biological and heritage significance recognised enough to warrant special protection. They are at risk for the simple reason that in many cases they are overlooked as being just trees, or mistakenly diagnosed as dying and are felled as a result. Recent losses of yews with major historical and heritage significance include most of a fine yew avenue overlooking Loch Lomond. They were as much as part of the heritage and spirit of the location as any historic building, but unlike the buildings, the yew had no recognition, appreciation or protection. SYTHI aims to prevent such irreplaceable losses in the future by locating, recording and archiving Scotland's yew heritage, as the full extent of the heritage is simply not known at present.
So by gathering this information, we will help get better long-term protection for yews. Through education and information, we can raise awareness and encourage public and private landowners to feel more protective of these trees when they realise what they actually have on their land. We will create an interactive website with the data gathered from the field research, so that this will mean that Scotland's yew tree heritage can become better recognised, embraced, celebrated, cherished and conserved for being what it genuinely is, a tree heritage of global significance.
The yew, both collectively and very often individually, has an untold story in the history, culture, myth and mystery of Scotland. A story which, with respect, no other kind of tree can tell. We believe it's time to make that story better known. We need your help to give that voice to the yew so that it is heard much, much, much more than it is now. It is imperative for us to act now to protect our unique and irreplaceable yew heritage. Please support the work of SYTHI to do this. Thank you.
Thank you.